Hello, hello, hello! What's going on? Let's do some pinball. Alright. Hope everyone is doing okay today. Oh! Come on. Nice. Missed it. Love doing that. Nice. Oh! That was great. Got one more for an extra ball here. Oh. Boom! We're on fire right now. Woo! I'm just hitting these shots. That was early, I could tell. Bounced over the target. Oh. Oh. Okay. Shoot. Alright, extra ball. Nice. No! Not much of an extra ball. Got a little bit of points. Oh, that was bad. Man, had a really great ball one. All right. Ooh, just a little late. Late again. Alright, the gate. That was great. Ah! Doesn't matter. Shoot. Nice! Ah, that's such a great combo.
Black pyramid. So now we start over again. Up top here is how you spell B-L-A-C-K, and then it's P-Y-R-A-M-I-D. You can also get those letters spotted by hitting certain other shots. So I worry less about getting the actual letters as much as trying to get my left and right shots, because that just right now spelled all of the word black. Yeah, but that sucks. Okay. Yeah, you can get some big points on that bonus. There we go. Alright. Well, it's spelled twice now. And we have the 5x. So that's 120. 120, excuse me. Woo! 120,000 points. Multiplied by 5 for the bonus. And I can get it up even higher than that if I just keep hitting letters. Each letter I hit, I think, is 5,000 points? 2,000 points. Chicago Bob, how's it going? Alright, so we got so you can get two different replays. 800,000 and 1.7 million. So we got two of those. So the benchmarker really is trying to get the second one, ideally. But I'm really just trying to beat the overall high score, which is like over 4 million. But that is such a dangerous thing. Like if you hit this, which you're gonna end up doing a lot, it's gonna bounce it and then bounce it usually. You know, like this, I think it went boom, boom, boom. A lot of times that happens. So if you miss, you're in a world of hurt. But if you hit it, you definitely get rewarded. It usually brings obviously up to the upper playfield part to get hopefully more letters. But on the right side, it'll usually bring it back to your flipper, unless if you've gotten all the 3 drop targets down. So Yeah. I love this game. I'm not sure how exciting this game is to watch compared to, like, you know, Foo Fighters or something like that. You guys can let me know in the comments. I guess once you know the rules, it's like, it's kind of mesmerizing to watch because you like really want to see these drop targets get hit down, and you really want to see the extra ball happen on the left. So for the classics, you think it's a good pinball design, big rewards for making the shot, big punishment for missing. That's true. This game is quite a game. I like George Christian designs a lot. Excuse me, I'm dealing with allergies so bad right now. I'm gonna go take an Allegra or Claritin or whatever. Changing of season here in Minnesota. I know a lot of people love it. They love the crisp air. They love fall time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like this time of the year. I just feel like I'm starting to get like dried out. I gotta put on more chapstick than usual. I gotta drink more water than usual. And I still just like don't feel absolutely wonderful. If I could live in a 70+ degree temperature year round, I think I would be a very happy person. But my new job allows me to travel, so that's cool. Working on that. I'm just doing Excel stuff right now. I'm excelling, guys. I'm excelling so hard. Yeah, I've new job. I'm in charge of national accounts, strategic accounts nationally. So that is, I think it's like 13 different companies, but they have branches across the nation. Some of them it's like 48 different branches, and I'm in charge of all of them. But we have rep firms that handle every single territory. And so I'm getting to know all the rep firms that are, you know, representing LEA Professional nationwide, but then I'm also getting to know, or will be getting to know, who are the key, you know, people that make the decisions at X, Y, or Z company. So you've got your rep firms who are basically my co-workers in a sense nationwide. They're not employees of LEA, but they're working for a rep firm that represents LEA. And then you've got, like I said, these 13 different companies, but they've got like 40+ branches across the United States. And I was basically just given this Excel spreadsheet of like, here are all of our accounts, and I need you to fill out all of this information. But it's not like broken up into territories or anything like that. So now I'm taking all of this massive Excel spreadsheet and like breaking it up into like how, who is responsible for what. So if an account pops up, it's like so much easier to go, oh, okay, they are this rep firm, this is my main guy, all that stuff. None of that work has been done. So I am meticulously doing that. So I have 13 different rep firms, and then there's 13 different companies that have nationwide branches. So it's a lot of like interfacing in, it just can get really confusing real quickly. Especially the way that the spreadsheet is right now, where it's just like, okay, this is Forte. That's one of the dealers of, they use LEA products on, you know, their installations. But they've got like, say, 47 branches, but only 17 of them are currently using LEA products. But this branch doesn't talk to this branch. And even within this branch, this part of this branch doesn't talk to this other part of this branch. And so it's like, oh man, it's a lot of just like data right in front of you, and it's really hard to consume. So I am now making tabs for every single rep firm, and then breaking up the branches and going, okay, this rep firm for Forte is in charge of these 4 branches out of the 47, whatever, you know. So that's what I'm doing right now with my new job. I definitely love like organizing data, I realized. Or I don't know if love is the right word, but it's like one of those things where like I have to do it. If you're gonna have me be responsible for like a lot of stuff, I gotta create a system that like works for me and my brain, which they're all for. They're like, hey, you don't have to do it this way, but here is all the information. And then from there, we're gonna go and figure out what the next steps are. But first, you just need to get this information organized. We need questions answered for each branch and all this stuff. So instead of me sending this giant Excel spreadsheet to all of the rep firms and be like, hey, go through every single branch and find if it's your branch or not, and then fill out the information, like that's gonna lose so much information because people have to sift through all of these branches and find theirs. So now all they have to do is click on their tab, and then boom, all of their branches information that they're responsible for, that they need to fill out the information, is there. So I'm just trying to make it easy for the rep firms and also make it way more organized and easier to like consume all of this data. So anyway, yes, Otis, happy Wednesday. We're just talking about my new job. It says this isn't your first time, so you've been here before, but I don't think we've chatted a whole lot. Anyway, yeah. A big part of why I got hired was just like showing them my organizational skills when it comes to like data. But it's a lot of work. But once I get all this work done, it's gonna make it a lot easier to be able to do the next steps that I need to do within my job. So, but this is like literally 2 or 3 days of work. I'm probably almost halfway through done with it. I started yesterday, so I'm guessing by tomorrow I'll be done with it. So, but the cool thing about doing all this is it's actually forcing me to like have to memorize, oh, okay, this marketing firm, rep firm that represents our company in this area, they're responsible for, you know, Florida, or this place is responsible for North and South Dakota, Minnesota, and Western Wisconsin. So it's putting like their name and their location in my head automatically, because I'm literally going through every single account, copying and pasting which ones they're responsible for and throwing it into their sheet. So anyway, sorry if that was like way too much information, but that's what I'm doing with work right now. It's definitely a lot of work. I'm just putting on some good tunes and vibing out to some good music while I literally just Excel spreadsheet freaking the sheets. So yeah. But let's take a break, right? Let's take a break, play some pinball. Hopefully, Brass League, what's up, dude? Thanks for the raid. How you doing? We were just talking about my job and the from one lunch break to another. Are you going to Expo, Brass League? Yeah, we're just talking about my new job and how it's literally consuming so much of like just Excel spreadsheet work right now, because there's all of this info. I'm not gonna walk you guys through all of it again for the sake of the people who were here just before you, but basically I'm taking this giant Excel spreadsheet document nationwide, all of the companies that accounts I'm going to be handling or am handling, and I'm breaking it up into territories with different tabs to make it like way easier, but it's just a lot of work. So Cool, you are going to Expo. I'm gonna be there. I'm speaking Friday. It'd be great to run into you. I'll probably be wearing a jean jacket, more than likely. Ah. What were you streaming today, Brassley? I am saving up for a Godzilla Premium right now. Red Sox hat, Hobbit tattoo sleeve, love it. Okay. I'm hoping to get a Godzilla in the next couple months, but for now it's still just gonna be Black Pyramid. Maybe I'll get Lady Luck set up as well with a separate camera. Now that I have this new job, I just need to make a rolling rig so I can go between pinball machines a lot easier, because I just have everything, God, I keep doing that. I have everything, just literally screwed into the wall. More VPX tourney. Left out lane MVP, yeah. This left out lane usually I'm draining through the right on this one, but lately it's just been, today anyway, it's been left. So, if anyone is new to, oh god. Foo is not gone. I have 4 machines on location. I actually streamed them yesterday. I think once a week I'm gonna stream from the American Legion. It's 4 blocks from my house. The only problem is it's just gonna be on my phone, so it's not ideal. Yeah, virtual pinball, right, okay. It's not ideal because you don't see my face and all that. But yeah, Foo Fighters and Avengers, Infinity Quest are there, and then Jurassic Park: The Lost World, and Police Force. So those 4 are on location there. I put them on location. I got laid off 2 months ago from my last job, so it was kind of my like, oh, I need to try to do whatever I can to get a little bit of more income. And then they've just been doing well there, and so that money is kind of what's funding the pinball hobby, even though my new job now does pay a lot more. But we've got some bills to take care of, and we're trying to save up for some trips and just a layoff fund, I guess you call it, because luckily with my last layoff they had a severance, but if they didn't, we would have been in a rough spot. So we're just trying to think about, you know, the state of our economy and how I never want to be in a position again where, you know, oh shoot, I have to put my pinball machines on location. Even though I've been really enjoying it, and it's been actually fun to route machines, so I'm actually looking to get hard body repaired and get that one on location. Although it would be fun to have on stream here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Would people get sick of seeing hard body? Because that's like a very one-dimensional game. Doesn't have much depth, but it's just such a funny design and a funny theme in my mind. Although I don't know if at the time they were going for funny, but it now is. But yeah, no, I do have Foo still. Getting close to that final wizard too. Getting real close. But yeah, as I was saying, because I don't... there's that right out lane. Because I don't have a modern Stern here, I'm like, I gotta have one at home. And I'm thinking Godzilla Premium. I go over to friends' houses that have Godzilla Premiums, and I'm just like, Oh man, this is my favorite game to play. And I know it's very like stereotypical. Everyone loves Godzilla. But I don't really see a lot of people streaming Godzilla anymore, to be honest. So maybe it would be like a good option. But I just love the game. Part of me is like, oh man, every week I'll get to play it at OB's, who's a friend of mine locally. Then I also have another friend, Nick, who he hosts every other week a pinball night, and he also has Godzilla Premium. So there is a part of me that's like, oh, I should buy, like, I could buy 2 pros for around the cost of a Godzilla Premium, but there's another side of me that's like, man, I really want that game. Every time I go to a friend's house and play it, I wish I had it. And I'm like basically there with money saved up. I think one, why I wouldn't do 70th over Premium, I think I like the color more. Not that the black and white isn't cool, it is. But I think I like the color more. I grew up watching the colored old school Godzillas, especially Godzilla vs. Mothra. That was one of my favorite things to watch growing up. I think I got it from like the dollar store. I was like, this is so awesome for $1. I'm doing this. And I don't think I ever actually finished it. I would always fall asleep to it because it's a slow build. Godzilla vs. Mothra has like, it's a slow build for sure. So I think that would be my reasoning. Not that there's anything wrong with the black and white. I think the black and white does look cool. But I also think I could get a premium for probably a little bit cheaper than the 70th. I don't know, sell me on the 70th though. Shoot. Sell me on the 70th. Tell me why. I almost had that extra ball, that sucks. I guess I'll see at Expo. I'm sure they'll have a, well, they had a 70th last year. Maybe they won't this year because they'll have the Jaws 50th. I don't know. I guess the reason to get the 70th would be that none of my friends have a 70th. So the 70s are supposed to be an LE. You're just missing the mirrored back glass. AR glass and certificate of authenticity stuff. But they're like the price of a premium though. Anyway, Slinger, what's up? Good to see you. I don't know. I think also there's more. I'm probably gonna have to buy used, which I'm fine with. A lot of people say Godzilla Premium works really well and doesn't really break, is what a lot of people are saying. But yeah, there is that other side of me that's like, ooh, I could get a Stranger Things and a Turtles Pro for probably the same price as a Godzilla Premium. I could get a Stranger Things for $5,000 and probably a Turtles for $4,000. And yeah, that'd be around the cost. So I like Turtles. I like Turtles. I think Turtles is fun. The only problem with Turtles is the scoring system, but if you can get over that. I played a couple different Turtles. They don't have any in my area. They're all in like St. Paul, which is 30-40 minutes from here. I played a Turtles Pro and a Turtles LE, and they were both like I think they shoot great. I think they're so fun. A lot of people don't like the spinning pizza, but I think it's anything that can like add a level of chaos in pinball is like definitely something I'm looking for. But yes, location as well. That's the other thing is like if I kind of want Foo Fighters back home because after owning Avengers for 4 or 5, I don't know, 4 months, 5 months, I definitely do like Foo Fighters more. I've officially decided. I think I know. I like Foo Fighters more. I play Foo Fighters more. They're right next to each other at the American Legion. Don't get me wrong, I love Avengers. I think it's great. It shoots great. There's just something about the flow and not just like physically flowing on the game, but like the actual flow of like getting through the game, which I am very close to getting to that final wizard. I'm regularly at like 5 or 6 cities beat, which obviously there's a lot more than that you have to do. So, but I don't know. I think I want Foo back. Eventually I'd love to get a premium and like deck that thing out with art blades that have the lights and shaker motor and all that stuff. So Foo Fighters is really, really good. So that's where I'm like, ooh, okay. If I get Sick of Turtles, I could put that on location at the American Legion and it would guaranteed make more money than Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is kind of a niche game in the grand scheme of like casuals showing up at the American Legion and playing pinball. Like, case in point, last month, Avengers made, I think like $60 more than Foo Fighters. Because Avengers just is a title that people know. You know, it's like, if you put a Mario Brothers, or I guess like, if you put like a Mrs. Pac-Man and a Rally X right next to each other, and they're the same cost, Mrs. Pac-Man's gonna make more money, guaranteed, than like a Rally X, because the IP, people just know it. Yeah. TMNT, there's a lot of kids that play, they go with their parents, they're like, they love that there's pinball in town, because I'm the first one to bring pinball on location to my town. So there is that side of me that's like, ooh, I could get TMNT and Stranger Things. I could have 2 modern Sterns at home at all time. And then just swap out like Foo Fighters if I ever want, if I get like tired of getting my ass handed to me with Turtles, or Stranger Things. So that's kind of where I'm at, but I'm like, it's gonna always just be harder to buy a premium because it's so much more expensive. But like playing a premium Godzilla versus a Pro, we've talked about this, but I like the premium a lot more. Not that the Pro isn't good. The Pro is great. Why is YouTube doing this? Okay, we have a connection. Foo Premium, you kind of have to go expression lighting. Yeah. That's what I meant, expression lighting, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I know that like business side me would go, dude, get Stranger Things and Turtles for the same cost as Godzilla. But then like pinball me at home with games that I really want to play regularly, I'm like, oh dude, I would play Godzilla every single day. I mean, I would play Stranger Things and Turtles every single day too, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think I've been very determined to save up for a Godzilla. I'm basically there. So I just need to like find one that's gonna be used, that's at a good price, and just do it. And then after that, keep going for my Pro. Because I don't care about the premium Stranger Things, to be honest. I prefer a Pro. I don't want to have to deal with those white stand-up targets falling off every, you know, I don't know how many games, but I've heard a lot of reports of those white reflective stand-up targets falling off. There's somebody even posted it recently on Pinball Enthusiasts on Facebook. So, and then also the left ramp. Like, I would turn off the telekinesis locking because that left ramp, like, you can't hit with your left flipper, but you can on a Pro all day. It's actually, I think it's an easier shot on a Pro, but it's the same shot. It's just like, so yeah. And then Turtles, like I played the LE and I played the Pro. The only thing that like I really missed, I guess, on the Pro is the diverter, because I am starting to like the, you know, like Rush, you get a diverter with the premium. We have an ad starting, by the way. But yeah, there's like a diverter that you get to use for same thing as Rush with Turtles, and I could see that like helping with my strategy of what I want to do. But in the end, it's not the end of the world to me. And I guess the only other thing is the pizza disc spins 2 ways instead of 1 on the premium, which I don't really care. But also, if I get a Turtles and a Stranger Things, I will have 2 machines at home that none of my friends have. None of my friends have Stranger Things or Turtles. Right? And they both have, well, Lauren doesn't have Godzilla, but, OB and Nick have Godzilla, so it's like, what do I do? But really it's gonna come down to like, what do I want to play? As much as I love my friends and I want to get games that they might not have, I'm also like, you know, I really just want to do what I want to do. There's a part of me that also just wants to like only put like 50-cent machines on at the Legion and take back my modern Sterns. But they're doing well there, and I do get to go there and play them. I would definitely keep Avengers there, I think, because I don't know, but I was having a lot of fun with Avengers at home, and so were my kids. And I could see if I had like 3 or 4 modern Sterns at home, they would spend a lot more time out here with me. So I don't know. I'm at that balance of like, how much do I want to route, and how much do I just want to enjoy the game at home? Oh, it was loud. I wonder if you have to like lubricate that. But yeah, I've heard people turning off the pizza disc because they just don't like it. But pizza disc also though like really does bring out a lot of joy and like casual players, especially when you start your multi-ball and it goes up and around and then it magnetizes and it spins and you just see the balls like spinning like crazy. Yeah. That is definitely like a pinball moment for people. And I think it's a lot of fun. So, I don't know. I think Turtles is great. I also kind of have like, there's a part of me that's definitely like fond of like the Turtles franchise because I wasn't. This is weird. It doesn't make any sense, but like my mom did not like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing up, so I didn't get to really experience a lot of it, other than if we snuck it. Which is silly to think that you had to sneak Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but she just didn't like that they were mutant. Just silly to me. But there was this thing in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, you know, what was it called? Satanic Panic was basically that, like, the devil is in, like, every kid's cartoon and trying to find, like, hidden messages backwards in recordings saying, like, Hail Satan and stuff like that. And it's like, none of those things were actually happening. It was just some weird propaganda. So my mom was kind of caught up in that, and that's why she didn't like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's part of me is like, I'm gonna get my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles machine, because I wasn't allowed to like this growing up. I even had like original 90s action figures that I like threw away. It was a bummer. And if Pokemon comes out, you better believe I'm buying that machine. I burned all of my original 90s Pokemon cards when I was like 12 years old. Because she thought the translation from Japanese was pocket demon. She definitely did not like the word demon. But it's actually pocket monsters. But she's also like, I don't like the idea of monsters either. So, yeah, X-Men, I could see that as well. But yeah, look up Satanic Panic and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, let's see if we can get this extra ball. Ah, that was close. There we go. Okay. The weird thing is like we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, and my parents like never had an issue with it until they saw like these preachers talking about it, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, that is bad." What's up, Retro Tech X? How are you? Yes, pinball. I stream every day, Monday through Friday, noon to 1. It's called Lunch Break Pinball. We do have a bunch of people also on Twitch, and that's a lot of times where people hang out and talk with each other. I will be at Pinball Expo this next week, and I'm speaking on Friday, which is exciting. So, and we're speaking about this. We're speaking about Lunch Break Pinball, the community that is starting to regularly hop on and say hi to people and all that. So, it's been a great journey. It's been almost a year, I think December was my first stream. I'll have to look at YouTube, because I first started streaming only to YouTube and then I added Twitch. So I'm gonna have to look at my live stuff on YouTube, and we'll have to have like a anniversary stream. That would be fun. Your friend and you won a college ping pong tournament. Prize was a t-shirt with the mascot Blue Devil. His shirt never made it out of the laundry. Team Sentinel, that's funny. Yeah, but like it didn't matter if there was all of these like great morals and good things that they taught kids. It was like, no, they're not normal, they're not human, they're... Yeah, I don't know. Heyo! This is a really good game, guys. Let's see if we can get another extra ball. So if you're new to this game, when I hit that left shot, it advances the light. Uh-oh. And if I get it all the way to the orange light, which is the next shot will make it orange, and then if I hit it while it's orange... Ah! Shoot, we had a chance if I would have gotten that extra ball. Yeah, if you hit this enough times, it'll give you an extra ball. All that stuff. Seemed like a weird mindset. You also remember the first time you heard about it was the Beatles. Got it. Peace, love, and demonic possession. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, baby. 3.7 million. That was really good. I really want to beat my current high score on this thing. This, depending upon how it goes, is probably going to be my last game. If you guys are not following, please do so. Oh, Google photo memories, yeah. 1 year ago. Jason and I met a year ago at Expo. We've been talking almost every single day. He's helped me with some pinball repairs too. We are definitely doing one more game than this. No, yeah, if you're not subscribed, please do so. Follow, all that stuff. Trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year on YouTube. So if you're not following on YouTube, that would be helpful. I am seriously considering starting up some sort of weekly podcast. I just got to get my new job like really figured out before I add any more responsibilities of organizing all that. So also when it comes to ads, if you are subscribed, you do not have to wait for ads. You can yeah, a few matches like yesterday, that was funny. You can subscribe for free if you have an Amazon Prime account. Just a reminder. Why am I playing so bad? October 14th was a year since we met. Yep. Tuesday night at the fire pit. Good stuff. Chicago Bob, I'm sorry you won't be coming to Expo, but it seems like you've got a really good other opportunity, so. I am with Expo. Obviously the most exciting thing is just seeing everybody that I only really get to see once or twice a year. And then honestly trying a lot of the games that I've never played before. They have so many like 90s and 80s and, you know, somewhat 2000s era. At least last year they had a bunch. And I did get to play a bunch of new ones, but I'm excited to really spend a lot more time this year doing that. I'm sure at some point, you know, I'll get in line at the Stern booth, but I feel like I'm kind of already like, you know, I'll definitely play Star Wars, but I don't really want to stand in line for like 45 minutes to play Star Wars. But I will stand in line for 45 minutes to play Harry Potter. I'm very excited to play Harry Potter. Ah! Also, I played Avatar again recently, and that game rules. I don't know why people don't really like it. Avatar has some really, really cool shots. Big Trouble in Little China, I heard that's gonna be there. Which I don't know who makes that. Like, it's a homebrew. I hear the mothership is gonna actually be working this year. So I'm interested to try that with like the giant, it's like a pool ball, I think, right? I'll be interested to see if Spooky announces anything. Everyone's saying Beetlejuice. Yeah, with the history that I just told you about my upbringing, would you be surprised to hear that I've never seen Beetlejuice? Ooh, I love it when that happens. Okay, so I have the extra ball lit right now. There it is. Got the extra ball. There we go, baby. Well, mothership will be right up in front. Ah, I'm also excited to try Predator. I'm excited to give it a shot. Pastimes Arcade booth. That area was so awesome. There were so many great games. And then the area where like people bring their own games and it gives them like free admission, there is almost always a game open over there. That last year is how I discovered Gladiators, which I'd love to get a Gladiators. That game is sweet. Although I don't know how much like longevity that game will have. But I guess this is the reason why I need a modern Stern at home, is to give me something that like there's an actual end goal. I don't know if there's like a Final Wizard mode in that game and then it shuts down after you beat it. But some sort of game that like, okay, you beat it, right? Because that doesn't happen with this. Like you just get higher and higher points, which is great. Love it. You know, there's no wizard mode in this. Oh, my allergies. Okay. But, I mean, this game is so fun. I would definitely keep this in my game room. Ah, man, that right? Ah, that's not good. Ah! Driving Rage from Pastimes, I know. God, that would be so cool. In 26, you think you're going to travel some to get quality pinball time in, especially Midwest Gaming Expo. Yeah, Midwest Gaming I was going to be at this past year, but we accidentally... I usually go every year. So I'm hoping to make it this year, and what I would like to do is see if they'd be down with me doing a panel there also. And I can be like, hey, I've spoken at Expo, because they'll give you like free entrance if you speak, I believe. Ah! Okay. That's it, everybody. I'm trying to stick to my time. New job. 1 hour. That's it. I ended on a 1,000,000 point game. So Cool, guys. If you're at Expo next week, I'll see you there. If not, I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'll be here. I'll be home. But I do want to do a lit. Now that I get to like work from anywhere, I think I'm gonna do a lit stream again sometime. Again on my phone. So, YouTube, thanks for hanging out. We got 4 people over there, but nobody's saying hi. That's okay. But thanks for hanging out. Follow, subscribe, all that. It's lunchtime somewhere.